Hi, I'm Anna,
And I'm Ben.
and we're AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're watching Spy Family episode 12.
And you know what that means?
Yep.
It means waiting
I don't
after
like
this
waiting.
episode.
I don't
Then
like
waiting.
it. I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it?
No, we started the show on the channel because Anna wanted to watch it. We heard good things about it from friends. I didn't know anything and was just like, "Oh, I'll give it a shot."
He was along for the ride.
I love this show so much, and I didn't expect to love it this much, and I don't want to not wait week to week to watch it. I don't
Right.
want to wait any longer period of time than a week, and I'm upset that that's going to have to happen.
I know that I already want the manga,
Yeah.
but I don't want to read it ahead of time
Yeah.
because I want to be able to completely react to the show as it comes out and not really have any prior knowledge of what's coming.
That's kind of like the other side of this. Like through watching more and more anime, I've been very interested in like the manga world, but I don't want to read manga that has an anime for one, or because we want to watch it on the channel, or get a new manga that doesn't yet have an anime and then like risk already knowing the manga to it. So like I'm destined to read 80s used manga I find at a bookstore that are really obscure and therefore probably bad.
And I'm destined to read shoujo that's been around for 10 plus years that's definitely not going to get an anime.
Yeah, but speaking of manga, we were at Books A Million yesterday, and there was this like little kid and his mom, and the little kid was upset that they didn't have the new manga for Spy Family or the latest one, and I was like, everybody loves this show.
Everybody.
It's so lovable, and I love it, and hopefully Anya will love her telepathic future-telling dog that we got the glimpse of last episode.
I know. I feel like this episode is definitely going to be a girl meets dog episode, and I'm very excited for that. We might have possibly, and really I mean me by this, misunderstood what bomb dog meant. I thought and still kind of think that bomb dog just means like a bomb sniffing dog, and they're trying to help squash terrorist activity, you know? But Ben was thinking that it's more an actual dog with a bomb attached to it.
Which I hope isn't the case still.
Which would be a very big cliffhanger for this episode if that's how they're going to end the season finale. Because we know Anya to be a telepath. We know that she can read the minds of animals also. And I would not be surprised if that is a huge moment and possibly a really great and suspenseful ending to this little 12 episode season.
It's almost like that trope in like movies and TV. It's like 3 hours before.
Yeah.
Because like we got the shot of the dog seeing your Lloyd and Anya, and it's like, okay, we got that shot. Now how do we get to it? You know?
Right.
So I'm excited. You ready?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I like that we're getting like a re-explanation in the final episode.
That bottle looked suspicious.
Setting the scene. Another?
It's a serious tone.
Yeah. Will we
Whoa.
ever see the day that we will not be needed anymore? Wouldn't that be nice? That's probably the spy's dream and goal is for this job to not have to be forever.
Ooh. But This feels like the episode we like would be getting like coming back from a break. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like reintroducing the mission.
That's a great shot.
Oh, I love that.
Penguin Park. Oh.
Oh no. It's not good to have people spread rumors about them. Oh, he's so tired.
Penguin. With a gun. Exhausted.
They look so cute though. Anya, sing another song.
I love that they're matching.
Oh, they look so cute. The stripes and the... Oh. Who bought the matching outfits? I want to thank that person. Is the mission at the aquarium? Yeah, of course. Too perfect. Yep, take credit for it. On a happy note, this is probably one of my favorite Yor outfits.
Aww.
Oh no! Oh, if only Yor was the telepath.
Honestly, though, Yor's got the right idea. Oh, God.
How are you getting it out of the penguin? The world's biggest penguin park.
Is the dog gonna come into play?
Anya, look for the is she gonna read the penguin's minds?
Anya's the best.
Oh. Convenient new guy. How does he get the disguises that are so perfect? That's my one question.
Aw, you did remember. You're going to make it very hard for the actual newbie to live up to these expectations.
I like the fluffy brown one in the back.
Amazing. Outstanding. He's a master. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot.
Look at his eyes.
Did you see the symbol on his hat?
Oh my god. Anya?
You ran away from Yor?
I'm hopeful that Anya's gonna like try to get Yor to help. Oh!
This is so good! Oh my god!
Oh, you fucked up, sir.
Oh!
Oh!
That is the best thing ever.
That man is dead. I'm sorry. No, he is.
Fabulously done, family.
Mm-hmm. Aww.
Bonus points for giant stuffed animals.
Aww.
Oh, I'm getting teary. He's like, no, you have everything to teach me.
Never mind. Lloyd did that man a service. Lackeys.
Is it like Papa's room or something?
Scissors heaters.
Oh no! Look at him blushing!
Now that is character development.
They've taken over the candy store. Oh my god! You can see the blush on the robot too. So no dog?
Okay, that was Spy Family episode 12. I loved it. I loved it so much. I just don't want to have to not have it next week.
Very true. What are we gonna do
I don't know.
Saturday morning?
I don't know. Be sad, cry. I'm very surprised we didn't get the dog, but I mean, it's fine, of course.
If the dog is supposed to be such a maybe big character within the family, I can understand why maybe they'd want it to have more time than just one episode to introduce it. But
I wonder if Yor was potentially working against her own side without knowing it.
I know, I really... We don't know exactly who Yor works for.
I'm pretty sure they're on opposite sides.
I mean, I feel like that would be the most kind of compelling thing to do plot-wise, is to eventually have them be like, oh no, my family or my job. But this was a really nice episode. Like you had said multiple times, it felt more like it was supposed to be the first episode upon coming back.
Yeah.
I guess to the next season. I don't know if they're going to call it a season or it's just part
I think
2
it's parts
of season 1.
I don't know though.
But it did really feel like it either felt like it would be the first episode reintroducing the plot line and the characters, or it felt like when you've watched a show and you've had, for a lot of like 12 episode one season animes, I've definitely noticed for some of them, it's like they acted like they weren't sure if they were going to get a second season.
Yeah.
And so they end it in a way where it feels like there's some form of closure. Or some form of, like, a wrap-up.
Yeah.
And not, like, a cliffhanger for what's to come.
I liked how much Anya did this episode. Like, she really, like, worked her ass off, dude. She, like, found the penguin for Papa. She chased it. She
got
like...
kidnapped.
Yeah. But, like, she even left, like, Yor to check in on Papa's mission to see if she needed help. And that was amazing.
All I could think about was like, oh my gosh, how are the neighbors gonna think about Papa being gone for a long time and Anya running away from Yor?
Yeah.
They're gonna think there's problems and Anya doesn't really love her mom or something, but luckily that wasn't the case.
It's definitely an interesting, like, it feels like a route that would happen in the show, of course, like the neighbors being like, oh, you know.
It makes sense, especially with him being out really late a lot of times.
Well, it makes you wonder, like, why is he getting more missions? Like, is, like, something coming to a head? They obviously have less recruits or less...
Yeah, he said there was a personnel shortage.
Yeah, so, like, I wonder what's going on behind the scenes a little bit.
Well, I mean, it seems like maybe this extra missions he's getting are obviously by the aquarium one, getting a little closer to, connected-wise, to his actual mission with the family, which is to prevent war. And this was a mission to stop the enemy from getting, like, a recipe for chemical weapons, basically.
Yeah.
So, it seems like things are coming to a head, and the enemy is making big moves.
Yeah. Which is interesting and scary. I loved the scene where, like, Lloyd is exhausted after the aquarium and saying, like, I'm gonna file a complaint to HQ and request a long vacay, and then sees Yor and Anya's happiness.
Which is the cutest picture ever.
Well, it's two things, right? It's, you could, like, take it as his admiration and growth in love potentially for Anya and Yor, but also what he actually says, which is a reminder of his mission, a world with no war. That's my duty. I have no time to stand by idly, you know?
I think it's a reminder, and it's such a powerful reminder because of his growing affection for the two of them.
Yeah. And what solidifies growing affection? Acting like Agent Penguin or Penguin Man.
I know, like, this is a great example of how much Yor and Lloyd have really, like, grown to love and care for Anya. Like, they could have just, you know what they could have done? They could have been like, oh, we'll just go buy you some candy. Mm-hmm. They could have just given her something to get her to stop crying. But they took the route of playing along with her fantasy here.
Mm-hmm.
And even going out of the house playing along with it. And I think that shows a lot of love and a lot of dedication.
It's very interesting because it's like two different ideas working with each other here. Like, there's the idea of, oh, they just want to make Anya happy and they'd be doing whatever they need to. But it's also like the grandiose idea of they need to do this or the mission fails and the world is doomed. So it's Lloyd's embarrassment in being the Penguin. Like, it's very sweet and genuine, but it's also like he feels like he needs to do this to save the world, you know? So like part of me kind of wishes it was just because he's being sweet and genuine, but I understand that greater need to do it to preserve her, like, Anya's happiness.
See, I disagree with you slightly. It felt to me like one of those moments where both Yor and Lloyd, what they chose to do, what their actions ended up being, were more focused on it being Anya and less about whatever the mission or the family is. Like, obviously his thought when it's happening is, oh no, she's crying. But how he chooses to mediate the situation and how Yor also gets the same, like, goes along with it and has the same idea. And then they're both blushing and even leaving the house with it. It felt more natural family love. That was not that was not the quickest way that he could have saved the situation.
Yeah.
It was not the easiest way he could have saved the situation either. And that's what makes me think that his focus, once the action actually happened, was purely on how happy Anya was being with them acting it out.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I think that there are a bunch of different ways you could have gone gone about the situation that weren't as genuine and nice and, like, sweet, right? Mm-hmm. But I like his line, "Not good at this rate, Operation Strix is going to collapse." Like, it's of course like comedic and funny in the sense that, like, he needs to, his idea so that Operation Strix doesn't collapse is to, like, fake Agent Penguin Man. Mm-hmm. But like the way that he went about fixing the situation was the best way to do it in terms of, like, feeling that love.
It felt like it's what he wanted to do, and he was embarrassed by the fact that that's what he wanted to do to mediate the situation.
Yeah. I love that that's what he did, though.
World peace is on the line. And Yor just picks up a random robot. I love it. We never saw the robot do the ritual initiation, so I don't really know if that fits into the story. But Anya didn't say anything, so...
I understand, and this episode was a great reminder that this story, like, its main character is Lloyd, and then Anya, and then Yor. Like... Mm-hmm.
It definitely seems like has like a slight hierarchy to it.
It does. It leaves me craving and wanting more Yor moments, though.
Yes.
Because she is getting destroyed. Like, she's strong, but
she
fails
gets
at
the
everything
short end
else.
of the stick.
It's hilarious, and I love it so much. But, like, I can't wait for more of her badass moments, or, like... she's a great character, and I love her so much. I love the whole family.
She's learning, too. Papa was late, and she was like, let's go out to eat, because she knows that Anya always disses her cooking.
Yor did have a great moment this episode, though. Right away, when she suggested that they hang out together... right away, just from the way that they've written Yor's character so far in the series, I immediately knew that she didn't just say, "Would you like to join us?" just because. I knew that she had a motivation to do it, and a reason.
She's trying to do her best in her part in the mission and in this fake marriage.
I did get a little scared when Lloyd ran into the room and was like, "We need to do this to keep our pretend family happy." And I'm like, I really hope, like, Yuri isn't around the corner or something. Like,
see, I thought Yuri was gonna show up when he was outside of their apartment complex, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so tired. Yeah. I need a break." And I was like, "Oh, Yuri's gonna be behind him or something."
We had a really good shot of the family in, like, silhouette.
All red with the white accents.
That's a great shot.
Amazing.
I honestly, top 2, if not the best, like, family outfits.
Yes, they looked so cute.
They all matched. It was brilliant.
And, like, I loved Yor's outfit because she also had those, like, white booties with this outfit, and it was so cute.
You touched on it in the episode. Like, I wonder who picked out these outfits. It's Frankie. Like, there's no doubt.
Oh, he totally would.
There's no doubt. This is, like, we've seen the symbol a bunch this episode, and you also wonder, like, you touched on it. He was wearing it in the aquarium.
Yeah.
That could be an issue. Like,
it's not inconspicuous.
Yeah.
It also makes me wonder if the symbol has been hidden throughout. and we just haven't noticed it. I'd be curious on a rewatch to see if I noticed the symbol in any other episodes.
I'll probably rewatch it before next half. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy the show.
There's a part I would love to go back to before we finish the discussion. And I just want another chance to see Yor in action beating up that kidnapper.
Let's do it. He got wrecked.
Oh, what did Lloyd do with the ID? He sniffed it and then he like got his finger wet?
Yeah, and then smudged the ink because it was fresh.
Okay, so the guy's running away. He's running away, and then I needed to let my comrades outside know to kill that man. And Anya's like, it's so perfect. Mama, I'm being kidnapped.
Oh my god. Her eyes, yours. Oh.
Was that teeth?
Yeah, it was
Did some of his teeth come out? Oh.
I know that Yor said that he's still alive, but I hope he's not dead. Okay,
did you see Lloyd's mouth is open in the background as he's walking by? Watch. I love that we never hear him think about that afterwards.
Yeah. I'm still a little worried for the guy who got a promotion at the end because, like, he does have a lot to live up to. Lloyd really did. Like,
I think that's the most worrisome part of this episode.
He set the bar really high.
It's not world peace. It's this poor penguin guy not being able to live up to what Lloyd has set in motion for him.
I have nothing more to teach you. Look, this girl is smitten. Like, she doesn't know what to do with herself
like,
because...
This boy immediately knew all the penguins' names.
Amazing. And the correct order and technique to feed them.
Props to Lloyd that he has such great observation and memory skills.
Definitely.
Like, I don't know how in the quick seconds that he changed into this disguise. Okay, Anna, it's not supposed to be realistic. I shouldn't, like... Because then I'm like, how does he get these disguises, you know? How do they make a complete replica of this kid so quickly?
He's the master of disguise.
They might have already had it made because they already had this mission. And they were trying to get him to do it. And they probably knew that there was going to be a new guy starting work that day. HQ's some powerful stuff. They got some powerful people working there.
They really do. I don't want to wait.
What do you know when it's starting again?
I'm going to take a guess and say like October.
September,
like fall. October. Yeah, fall. But
I don't want to wait.
I don't either.
I don't want to wait for this night to be over.
You know, one thing that I really like, it's not like crazy animated fight scenes or whatever, but I love the animation in the show. It's very consistent.
Yes.
And the dimension perspective is very, very good.
I'm never let down with it.
Yeah, it really feels like it's not like a flat image. A lot, like most of the time, I have an image pulled up right now of like Anya Anya waving, kind of.
And her wallpaper, they've used it to create the dimension.
Yeah,
well,
and you feel the depth. Anya. You know, like you feel the 3-dimensional space, and like that's really appreciated. It's really nice. I wonder what's gonna happen for the rest of season 1. Hopefully, we will get the dog at some point.
I mean, if we don't get the dog, I don't understand why we got like 5 seconds of the dog envisioning his dream family.
I wonder if that's how it went in the manga. I wonder if they
just showed a little panel and then never talked about it
again
until like two other manga later.
Yeah, like showed a little panel of it and then like later, like a couple volumes later, they introduced the storyline.
Oh, it could be cute because, I mean, we saw the dog envision them and they described him as being weaker.
Mm-hmm.
So what if he realizes that he needs to get to this family? And so all this time since then, he's like working at trying to get out or do better at being...
Training arc?
Yeah, like a training
arc
in order to get to the family.
I love it.
Me too.
All right. You good?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this show with us. Hope once the show comes back, you'll come back and watch it with us again. But until then, thanks so much for watching this video with us. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you then.